I'm dying. Help. Okay. Um, I don't know why I started with that, but let's just move on. I wanted to, with this dive, I was thinking, all right, what information do I feel would genuinely benefit humanity right now? How can I use my story and my voice to bring some light and some clarity and some wisdom to the minds of the people? And yeah, I started to worry if I was getting too lost, in the world to actually, see the truth and to be able to assist others, and to be an instrument for awakening. I was worried that I was too distracted, by the material realm with all the enticements, and all the things that pull us in different directions, because there always exists this duality, in every moment between our spiritual and our material natures. Because spiritually, we're already beyond this realm of the physical. The world as we know it is the realm of the animal. And listening to your body's intuition and its inner voice and feelings, it allows for a navigation system through the reality. If you really tune in to your feelings, your inner sense of knowing. Because your body can literally tell you everything you need to know about this world, if you just listen to it. And if you trust this navigation system within you, it will allow you to help keep your spirit free from the entanglements and the illusions that can sometimes be pulled over our eyes, in this particular realm. Because, life is beautiful. Humans are beautiful. Everything that is happening in this world today is a part of a divine plan, the divine geometry, whether we know it or not. However, we must always acknowledge that this world does hide an ugly side. Nothing is as it seems. We must always peer deep beneath the surface of the water, into the depths of the ocean, and know the monsters that lurk there. Also, there's a great magnificence there as well. Beautiful mysteries and an energy teeming with life. I have often tried to draw correlations to the mysterious depths of the ocean and the depths of our own consciousness. Because as we explore ourselves more and more and deepen our understanding of the self, we truly do encounter darknesses and things that have been hidden in the darkness that perhaps, no living soul has ever shed their light upon. And this is the integration of the shadow. It's something that Carl Jung became very famous for and was very well known for expanding and expounding upon this in his work. And these are the energies, the emotions, the unconfronted realities that constantly linger on the outskirts of our lives. That we spend so much time avoiding, shielding ourselves from, hiding from. Why have these things gone unnoticed for so long? Why don't they just leave us alone? Well, the answer, it reveals something about the true nature of our consciousness. That we are the infinite light of creation itself, come to earth to explore itself, to learn about itself, and to gather wisdom and light before the journey home in the end. The unknown, the darkness, the mystery, the obscure, it's all just energy, untapped, undiscovered, unexplored. But because we spend so much time in resistance to it, denying things, building our individual sense of ego and as a defense mechanism against the integration of the shadow, of the awareness of darkness, then this actually drains us of our energy. You know, the more life we block out, the less energy we have to tap into, to use for creative purposes, to fuel us in life, to drive us forward into exploration and expansion. So the key here is acceptance. You know, accept all of life, all the emotions, all the energies that flow through us and around us. Yes, protect your energy. That's something that is talked about a lot in the spiritual community, and it is an important skill, and there are various tools that can help you accomplish this. Because, you know, no doubt, you know, some of these energies that are moving through the consciousness are harmful and unwanted. But to first appreciate the full scope of what humanity is going through here on Earth is important to gain a sense of both humility and compassion. But it begins with accepting yourself fully as a human. You know, you may falter, you may fail, you may feel really low at times and miserable, but this is all a part of the full spectrum. You know, it's all a part of the integration of who we are. So you can honor it all. You know, it's all a lesson. Everything is showing you to yourself. This is something I went into in the last dive. It was how nature and life itself really just serve as a mirror to mirror you back to you. So why are we afraid of the reflection? If it's us, it's all you. And when you accept that, and when you learn that, it opens the doorway for a huge level of expansion. Because there may come a time in life where you really start to question reality itself, your unique reality, where you really start to peer a little deeper into things, and you may start to discover hidden aspects and secrets. And I think the catalyst for this process is a sense of disappointment or disillusionment with the world itself, with reality itself. You know, I'm 26, and so I'm not that old, but sometimes I feel really old. You know, I feel like I've been around a while. You know, I feel like I've seen this all before. You know, I feel it in my bones. I'm like, I've been here before. You know, I've been doing this a long time, haven't I? You know, many, many lifetimes upon earth I've lived. But this sense of the disillusionment, the disappointment, that's what led me to seek, you know, the spiritual path, to discover something brand new, to seek inspiration, to seek undiscovered territories and experiences that would help me shed the layers of density and stagnation that were surrounding me, and that, you know, that still surround us in this world today. You know, our shells, you know, everyone is in a shell, and they can be very comfortable, and yes, they're designed to keep us safe, but in our fear of what is out there, of the shadows beyond our sight, we can end up choosing a life where we just end up basically staying in this state of decay, physical, spiritual decay, and just repetition, habit, rinse, wash, repeat. But in my journey, I have discovered something that I am calling, or I would call, perpetual self-generative capability. And I want to perhaps dedicate another dive towards just really trying to uncover how this ability works. But, long story short, it's the ability to perpetually generate consciousness and energy in order to continually be driving your reality towards a state of inspiration, in newness. Because I must remind you that we have to be the drivers, the movers, the sailors, if we are to discover these hidden gems in the secrets of this existence, of this universe. No one can do it for us. I can only serve to remind you that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you can set out on a quest and completely rediscover who you are and what you're capable of. And this process really starts with rethinking and rediscovering and reawakening. And a very important step towards this reawakening is the full integration of all that you truly are. The light, the dark, and all the in-between. We can't afford to play this game of, I'm this and I'm not that, or I'm with them and I'm not with that, and then fall into the judgment and the duality and get pulled back into the mind game. Because the awakened self, awakened beings, live beyond the mind. They know how to use the mind as a tool, as a mechanism, but their existence itself, life itself, pure energy, pure consciousness, pure, untapped, creative potential, infinite love, infinite compassion, Christ consciousness. This is the beatific vision. This is heaven. We're here. We made it. Most people just don't know it yet. And, it's not up to us to force anyone to wake up and realize the self. But once you start living from that true, authentic space of who you really are and what you can do in this world, and you can, create a pattern or a mold that others can learn from. It's your creativity and your creations, what you do in life and how you move through life, that becomes the teacher for others, that becomes the source of inspiration for others to find their own. But at the same time, you also remain a student, because the universe, as we've talked about, is always in a perpetual state of change and fluidity and evolution. So it's just about being, feeling, sensing, taking it all in, meaning you're not blocking anything out. You've integrated the full spectrum of who you are, and you're shedding light and awareness on this spectrum of what it means to be a human. You're not above or below anything or anyone. You're at the center point, the neutral zone, the Midgard. This is a space of all-knowing, because you're unattached to any outcome, but you're perceiving the reality with crystal clarity, appreciating the beauty of all things and the ugly. It's the full spectrum. And I'm probably saying too much, but I hope this message was helpful and that this video will help you tap into that state of consciousness, because it's the optimal state, it is. It's just the place to be, it's the best seat in the house when you can see it all, So I want to thank you, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day or evening whenever you're watching this, getting this message. And I'll be back soon with more. And I appreciate you, and I wish you nothing but peace, love, and prosperity on your journey through life. So thank you.